All right. Hmm. Hmm. All right, friends. Just getting adjusted, just a little bit. Trying to make sure I remember that I know what I'm doing here. What am I doing? Well, let's start with that. Let's do this. Let's work up here. Just putting the finishing touches on this piece of crap. You know, you can't pronounce the word art without spelling the word crap, right? Do you know that? It's a fact. Absolute 100% fact. Don't take my word for it. art art is neat, you know. I like talking about it. I like thinking about it. I like doing something about it, for crying out loud. I do. I really like crying about it, for crying out loud. I mean, wait, what? No. Gives you something real to sink your teeth into. Makes me feel at home. The second the pen meets the paper, it's like I've come home after being gone for years. No matter what time of the day, no matter what oddness of the hour. I went to the ocean again today. It was wonderful. Let's see. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Sorry about that. I've got the jitterbugs in my belly. They're trying to crawl out my throat. They only do it when I go like this, when I say like that, or when I'm illustrating. When I'm illustrating, those little buggers are just trying to crawl right out my throat constantly, and it gives me the worst heartburn. And no amount of Zantac 75 is going to knock that one in the dirt, you know what I mean? It's just absolutely no way. So you've got to rely on your cunning and your craft. And the last object that you might have carried in your back pocket, if you know what I mean. Yeah, most people don't, and that's totally fine. It's just that I don't either, and sometimes I get lost in the mix. But the mix is, if it's that easy to get lost, then it's mixing time here at the Grub household. Am I right or am I right, everybody? I'm alone. I'm alone again. Again? No, you're right. You're right. Still alone. That's right. Yeah, you can go away now. Jeez. Always someone trying to pull one over on you. I went down to Grover Beach today and I said hello to my friend Patrick from Phantom Stranger Records. And I brought some zines down to the shop that he has his stuff in right now. Still half a mile away from the ocean, from this rad beach. I imagine it's Grover Beach. I'm horrible at the jokes. I've been trying. I've been looking in the mirror and thinking to myself, can I do this? Like, should I do this? Like, should I tell bad jokes in front of the mirror? And I did for hours last night. It was so narcissistically rad. I sank my teeth right into the forearm of tomorrow's parties that never will come to pass thanks to this evolution that's taken part in my brain, which I have absolutely no control over. 100%. Amen. Thank you. All right, moving on. Got a garage sale this weekend. If anybody wants to tag along, pun intended, help me price stuff. I'll be paying you. I just put price tags on you every 20 minutes. It'd be 25 cents an hour. How about that, huh? So just let me know. The funny thing about anybody who's saying make anything great again, just off the top of my head, I'm not getting political or anything, but I just now thought about it. I'm like, if you go back in time, no matter what, it's just going to be shittier and shittier and shittier. Because, wait, that's right, everything was shittier. And then it got better, but it's like better, but still shittier and shittier all the time. Because now we're running out of like crucial resources and things that we're gonna like really freaking need. But it's still getting better somehow. Like life expectancy is longer than it was even like 100 years ago. What's up with that? It's kind of crazy. I think that's gonna change though. Yeah, spare change, because holy moly. Once people realize they're not in Kansas anymore, you know, the Wizard of Oz is basically just a prequel to the Matrix. You ever thought about that? You're not in Kansas anymore. Well, neither am I. Never been, never will. But I do love me a dusty tornado. Hello, everybody. Shroom, the name catches me off guard all the time. My name is really Billy Ray Cyrus, and I just so happen to be named that, as there's another person walking around with the same exact frickin' name. So I had to change my name and my accent about 13 times within the last 20 minutes, because that son of a bitch, he cracks a whip and they go spinning. I don't even... gotta slow down, my heart is... it's beating fast. Golly gosh darn dang, holy go... I've got to think about something that's gonna calm me down. Grandma's biscuits. Nope, that's getting me all hyper. They're the best biscuits on this side of the Mississippi Delta. That woman knew how to make biscuits. And she would sing me to sleep like this. Well, that's calming me down right there. I'm feeling better. Thank you for bringing that up, everybody. I really appreciate you. I appreciate your candor, your support, and your candor. And if anybody could look up the word candor for me in the dictionary, I really appreciate it, because I don't think I'm using it right. I just want to make sure. Today's Monday. Today is Monday, April 77th. Wait, no. Abril. En español. Abril. 7 is, oh gosh, in Spanish, how do you folks say 7 in Spanish? I know it's siete, but I don't think I'm saying it right. And then definitely not the year 2025. I don't even know how to say that in Russian. I mean, it's just, is there something wrong with me? I think there is. I think, therefore, I is wrong. Born under a bad sign. You love my writing so much? Thank you. I feel like I'm at my best when I'm riding my bike, just by the creek or something like that, going for crawdads. I like crawdads. And I like riding my bike to the crawdad area. Another bad joke. I'll be here all night. There we go. Some of these names look familiar. Wait, that name isn't in there, God. How did that name get in there? God? In the chat? Can anybody else see that, or is that just me? In big bold letters and a big finger pointing at me. I think it's just me. Oh God, oh God me, oh God me. Drawing all the time. Drawing, little friend of mine. I'm drawing up and down, inside, outside America. Red, white, and blue, it's just me and you and me. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Red, white, and blue. Yeah. I wrote that song the other day as I was saluting America. All of the whole continent, and some Central America, and South America, all of it. I don't even give a damn. I'm here for all of it. This side of the hemisphere is the best. And the people in it are doggone crazy, but I'm here, I'm right in the mix with them. So we're just going to be in it together for a little bit. This drawing is going to have a thing or two to say about that by the time it's done, but I tell you what, folks. What? I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. What? I'm confused. I'm just as confused as the rest of them. But it's important to be confused. It's important to be okay with being confused. Because what's happening all around us is not okay. And it didn't just start, by the way. Like I was just telling my dear friend. It's been going on for forever. It's a tale as old as time. Really? And the lime and the coconut and the lime. The egg came first, the chicken? I don't know. You do the math. I'm not here to be your algebra teacher. I'm just here to show you the way. Maybe through math A or math B or something like that. But definitely not calculus, not algebra. I was never good at those things. But I was, I'll tell you this much. I was good at putting 2 and 2 together. And giving the truth my all. And God dang it, if I ain't Father Justice wrapped in one little burrito type person, little Caucasian burrito. I was going to say Irish burrito, but then I realized I'm not Irish. I'm more Scottish than I am Irish. Fully. Absolutely 100%. Well, not 100%. More like 26%. Yeah, I'm getting on. I'm getting in, Mm-hmm. Drawing flies. Kevin Smith's. I don't know if he wrote it. Maybe he wrote it, but he didn't direct it. It's Catching Flies with, I can see his face, but I can't remember his name. Jason Lee. And it's about it's in black and white as well, and it's like Jason Lee when he was still a pro skateboarder, and they go out to the woods to find Bigfoot, and they end up like meeting him or something. But the movie's called like Catching Flies or Drawing, Catching Flies, I think. And maybe Kevin Smith didn't write it, but he directed it, maybe. But I think that was that. Something like that. Anyways, I don't know why I thought about that. Because I said Drawing Flies. And I just remember at the end of the movie, Jason Lee is sitting on a rock or something in the wilderness after you think he's like dead or lost or something like that. It's like, what do you call it? The after credits or post credits. And he's sitting there and it looks like maybe he's getting stoned or something, but he's getting stoned with like a Bigfoot because they're searching for the Bigfoot. And then after the credits are done, he's sitting there chilling as well. I don't know why that came to my mind. don't know why. And that is why. I don't know. So I've been searching for a friend of mine for the past year. Since I moved back down here. An old friend of mine from when I was like a kid. Who I heard was homeless and, you know, lost in the woods, sort of, so to speak. And a friend of his I got connected with has been sort of keeping me updated on him. I found out that he had been put away for a little while, and then but he had also I've been talking about this here and there, like he's been on the streets and stuff like that. His name's Matt. He's an old buddy of mine, and for a long time during the summer last year, I was every morning I'd get up and go for a drive and just go look for him because I heard he was homeless in the town that I live in, and I was worried about him. So, anyways, then I heard that he was, put away for a while after I had been like going to the ocean, praying about finding him and hoping that I find him alive and stuff. And I did. A friend of his contacted me out of nowhere and just let me know that he was locked up, but he was alive. So that was a wonderful thing to find out that my childhood best friend was still alive. And then yesterday, I'd been sort of getting updates about his case and this sort of stuff the past 6 months, and from just this gentleman, his friend. So, anyways, I yesterday I got a call saying that he's out, and he gave me his phone number and all this kind of stuff, and I got in touch with them, and I went down and met him today, and I got to hang out with my buddy, who I honestly never thought I would ever see alive again. I saw some pictures of him when he was pretty much at rock bottom, and holy shit, my friend was just skin and bones and all messed up and just in shambles, and it killed me to see him like that. And I don't know what I could have done or would have said, but when I saw him today, he looked great, and he was happy and healthy looking and polite and cordial and charming, and he looked alive, very, very, very much alive. And I just wanted to thank the universe for that publicly. Thank you. Thank you. That's all I have to say about that, except a lot more that I might say later. But I was really worried about him, and I was rooting for him, And so I'm still am, and he's out now, and he's still homeless and all this stuff. But he's safe, and he's in a place where he can go to the shelter and get mail and stuff. So he's good for now, In the meantime, I just gotta buckle down and try to get my shit off the ground in so many ways, and because I want him to be able to play the drums for me soon. That way we can start a band and start like touring around down here. Because I think it'd be fun to play music out live down here, and then go to LA and play just as like a 2-piece or something. And that's what we call ourselves. We could call ourselves the Toupees, or the maybe we just call ourselves the 2-piece. Hello, we are the 2-piece. The brothers 2P. Well, the bathroom's that way if you gotta pee. No. It's our last name. Why do you have the accent? Oh, you don't want to know. I do. That's why I asked. Well, I'll tell you after we get done with the loo. The what? The bathroom, okay? Oh, I'm goofy. Goofy as the day is lit. The weird thing is, if like, that'd be weird if like the Earth didn't even spin, and obviously we'd all be dead and shit. But like, if it was possible for like the Earth just to, or if there was 2 suns, like one sun on each side of the Earth, what? We'd be screwed. Obviously that couldn't happen either, because one would eat the other, or just form some gigantic thing, or there'd be some kind of what do they call it? A solar prolapse, I believe it's called. That's the term that Carl Sagan uh, coined with his replicating coin back in the 1980s after the fall of the U.S. empire over in China. What a time it was to be on the internet back in the 80s. You wouldn't even believe some of the stuff, some of the conspiracy theories that was on the internet back in the 1982s and stuff. Oh, you just wouldn't believe it. I could tell you all day long, you just wouldn't even believe it that there was even internet back then. But there was. People lying as long as the day is lit. Do you mean like the day's drunk? No, 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 no. No, just like light. Just lit light. Just lit. Literally. Hey, buddy, can you hold up the cue cards? It's really hard. You're falling asleep over there, I know. You look thirsty, but just hold up the cue cards a little bit longer. Sorry, folks, I just gotta tell my crew to do their job. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I didn't mean to scare you. Yeah, how about those lights, huh? Sorry about that, sir. Yeah, it's okay. Just pay attention. And can somebody get me a Pepsi? How about a Coke? Yeah, Coke's fine. I'm not too much of a chooser, but I am a beggar. And I will beg for a Pepsi, but I will still always get a Coke. Won't I, Terry? Oh, that's right, sir. Yeah, thank you, Terry. Always over my shoulder with this little microphone. What I thought was an implant going in my ear, making it to where like I could only hear Terry's voice in my own head. My me own. No, not quite the opposite. It's actually a speaker that's attached to my ear, and it blurts out Terry's voice every time he says something. Isn't that right, Terry? That's absolutely right, sir. See what I mean? It's quite obnoxious, but I'm getting the hang of it. Literally, it hangs, is pulling my earlobe down about 25 centimeters. It really hurts. Sorry about that, sir. So don't say anything, it makes it worse. Gee. Just kidding, Terry, I love you. You can say anything you want. And you too, anybody out there who's watching. Just say anything you want, but keep it within the parameters that I have given you. Thank you. I'm drawing a little face upside down. I don't know if y'all appreciate what I'm doing right now, but I'm doing that for you. I'm trying to impress you. I'm literally drawing a little face upside down. I've only done this twice. This is the second time in my life I've ever done this. And the first time was, well, I might have done it when I was born, like after I was born. Yeah, I'm sure I drew faces upside down when I was a baby, when I was born and stuff. But not for a very long time. And only very recently, only once, have I even learned how to say the word twice. So here we are again, folks. The truth is out there. Isn't that neat? I think it's neat that we're all the truth. The truth is out there and stuff. Whatever, it's cool. I'm hip. I'm cool. But yeah. Anyways, ended up being a very, very good day. And like I was telling my mom and my friend earlier, Matt is the first person in a year, like at the end of this month, anyways, but since I moved down here, which was May 1st or something like that, he's the first person in a year that I've actually hung out with in person. I mean, uh, like a friend that I've seen or anything that a year. It's been a year since I've hung out with another human being, like a peer. I mean, obviously my mom and my aunt are here and stuff for those that know a little bit about me, but um, I'm talking about like someone like that I could talk to and stuff about, talking stuff and stuff, stuff like that. Whatever whatever you want to talk about. The stuff that you don't want to talk to your mom about, kind of stuff. Uh, and it was really nice. And it was great that it was an old friend of mine from from when we were just wee little lads. I met him when I was 17, and I'm 45 now. And we definitely had like a falling out in our early 20s and stuff, and lost touch. And that's what killed me, like when I moved down here, because all these old memories and feelings came back, and And I still felt like I walked right back into like this 17-year-old world that I left behind here back in 97, basically. And I just missed my friend terribly, and it was killing me that he was even out there sleeping on the streets and stuff. And it kills me now that he's out there, but at least he's prepared and he's healthy, and I just hope he stays that way. So that's how my day went, and I feel very, very, very grateful right now. And I hope that anybody out there who's having a hard time with anything knows that this is a place that you can always come to. I'll do my best. The people that watch me are pretty good people too. I have some pretty cool moderators and people that stop in from time to time. I always try to create a place where people can come and just be themselves. In a world that only seems to want you to be everybody else. A little copy. A copy of a copy. Well, I say to heck with that. Life's too short. Be yourself. And don't be afraid to raise your voice from time to time to make sure that you're still alive, that you still exist. And never forget that we're all in it together. You're not alone. And that somebody out there loves you. And that somebody is me. And nobody else loves you like I do. I'm just playing. But it's true, you know, that's the thing. It's love. It's love, Harry. It's love. It's a weird ass thing, but it's there. And it's another one of those things that you can tap into that will save the day, that will carry you away to a magical, wonderful existence. And then it'll rip it apart from you, take it away, and leave you with nothing but a dark, empty, tragic, pitiful little soul. I'm just guessing. I was talking into the bottle that I'm about to drink. Kombucha. Hello, my name is Dory, and I like to do drawings. I like to draw all life long, so come and do a boring with me. Hey folks. New pen, who's this? Oh, I just made a noise and my cat responded. What are you doing? Where are you? She's just chirping away somewhere in the darkness. She's always hunting. There we go. Wonder why I can't go horizontal with the live videos. I feel like other people can. For some reason I can't. I'm just giggling to myself. Life is so funny. You just gotta giggle. I'll make this person smiling to reflect my own smile. So this smile will be a little bit different. don't forget to mic and landslide. Some of you aren't watching me sleep all the way through the night, and I can tell. So you should don't forget to mic and prescribe. I don't know all the clicky catch terms. Golly gosh darn dang. All I know is how to make art. I'm just trying to look cool in front of you, that's all. I love you. No big whoop. Little faces everywhere, and I don't even care. Little faces in my underwear. And in the clouds that bring despair. And this is how you draw a self-portrait. Found my friend. That's the water heater in the background, by the way. She's lovely. She's got quite a lovely singing voice. Now you've said it, Therma. All right. Until next time, every one of you. This is Art Club. Restore Grub. And this is the song of saying goodbye at the end of a live stream. That's really badly out of tune. That's okay though. Goodbye, goodbye. Son of a bitch, goodbye. Take a short walk off a long pier. I think I messed that up, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Life's okay with a little strangeness since between the lines. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Yeah. That was a song my granddad wrote back in 1927, back when he was wrestling cattle herders. Chainsaw Massacre, Alabama, all the way up until the 40s. Nobody stood a chance out there. And that's what when the first pinball machine was ever created. from what I hear, it was one hell of a day. And I hope you all have a good day too, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Just know that you are loved. And I appreciate the company.